Hey everyone, what is going on? Hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to this week's video. Today we are going through and fixing the cargo box and the Seasucker monkey bars on the Supra, so that way the cargo box sits as flat as I can. Right now, if you guys didn't see the last video, go and check that one out. I'll put a link here on the screen somewhere. But the Thule cargo box doesn't exactly sit totally flat on top of the Supra, so it kind of is inclined back a little bit and it's just catching a lot of bit of wind. I really just want to try and make everything flat. I think I have a great DIY kind of way to do it. Went to Home Depot this morning to go and grab some stuff because there isn't really an off-the-shelf way to do it without going through and just making your own kind of custom stuff. So this is a temporary solution until I can go through and figure out a better way to do everything. If you guys haven't been here before, welcome. I'm Suggs at War. I'm going through and turning my A90 Supra into a dream build of mine, documenting everything along the way and doing everything else related to the A90 Supra platform that I can. So if you guys like this sort of stuff, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now, as a warning, I don't know if this is actually going to work. As I'm recording this intro, I haven't tried to install everything. In theory, everything works, so this could work out great. It could work really absolutely blow up in my face. I don't know at this point, so we are going to find all of this stuff out together. Let's go and get this install done. Okay, so we are down at the Supra. I'm sorry for this portion of the video being super overexposed, but if it's not super overexposed, you can't really see what's going on with this, so you're just going to have to deal with my pasty white face for just a couple of minutes and through until we're done with this video. I apologize about that, but hopefully it pays off in the end, because hopefully this will become level. As we go up here, you can kind of see that the level is not completely level. We have to raise it up about 1 inch or so that way the roof box is completely level. If we kind of take a step back here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about is that there's a slight kind of incline from the back up to the front, and that's just because that these rear bars in the back sit a little bit lower than these bars in the front. One solution that you could do is to take these rear bars, kind of move them forward up a little bit, but then the issue that you have with that is that with this being such a long roof box, that it starts to get all of the supports in the center, and I really want to try to keep the supports as far away from each other as possible. So I want to try to keep these rear bars in the same spot and then just raise up this rear one so that way it's like that. So how are we going to do this? Over here, I have 3 pieces of 2-foot PVC pipe. This one right here is going to be 1.5 inches. This one is 2 inches, and then this one is 3 inches. I don't think that we're going to need this one, but I got it just in case. I also went through and got some rubber gasket, 2 different types. This one is going to go on the monkey bars. This one is going to go on this piece. So what the idea kind of is that we're going to take this 1.5 inch ABS plastic. It's going to slide kind of directly onto there. This monkey bar itself is 1.3 inches in diameter. This ABS plastic is right a little bit about 1.4 inches in diameter, so it just barely kind of slides over that. It's almost a good fit. So what I'm going to do, take this rubber gasket, put it along here, so that way hopefully that kind of shores up the space inside of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the large stuff that's going to expand, put it on here this direction, and then slip this one over it, and then hopefully that'll give us enough lift so that way we don't need this 3-inch one. But then this 3-inch one will be here, and then you can see like those clamps will then just clamp to this 2-inch one here. So I hope that's clear. I hope that this works. Like I said, I have zero idea if it's actually going to work. So 3 pieces of this gasket is too much, so we'll take this off. Okay, so that's on there, as you can kind of see. Grab this other stuff. taking the 2-inch piece of the PVC pipe. Okay, so kind of what that ended up doing was taking all of this and pushing it down here. So I'll just rip that off. This is spinning around, but it's really not moving anywhere on this thing. So let's see how this turned out then. Okay, so we've tried to put these back in the same spot as they were before. Go and put this one right about there. So as you can see, it definitely has raised everything up a little bit. I know it's kind of a little bit blurry to see. Not exactly the greatest looking, but I will try to go through and clean everything up. Grab a little bit of quick detailer to clean everything up on here. One thing I am going to do too is actually move this one just slightly more forward than it was before. I know I said I didn't want to really move it a ton forward. That one's on there. That one is on there. You can definitely see that it's a lot taller, or it's a little bit taller. I hope that that's the inch that we need. It will compress just a little bit, but hopefully it's not going to compress a ton. You can still kind of see that it's a little bit lower, but I still think that if we were to put the 3-inch on here, that it would still be too big. Okay, so we went through, I put the cargo box back on. You can see that I need to go and get some bigger clamps here for on the bottom, just because they don't go fully around. And we grab the level here. You can see that it's almost flat, and you know, it could go up just a little bit more, but I think if we were to go and put that 3-inch on there, it wouldn't really work out as great. It's not really the greatest of looking things. You can definitely tell that there's a little bit of stuff here that needs to be worked out, but I mean, like, it's not going anywhere. I think that this is working out for what it is. I think I've spent a total of like $20 on all of this stuff together. You'll see that there is a little bit of a slope. Okay, so I just went through and I tried to adjust a bunch of stuff off screen or off camera, and unfortunately I'm just not getting the roof box to where I want it to, that it would make it any significantly better than where it was before. And so I'm gonna go through and actually remove the PVC piping off of here, because tomorrow Badger and I are driving up to Seattle with a bunch of other Supra owners to go for a Super Sessions meetup where we are meeting up with about 20 or 30 other A90 Supras here in the Pacific Northwest. And with this setup right now, I just don't feel comfortable driving all of that distance. I've already made that distance with this roof box on without it being flat, and so I know that it'll make the journey no issue, but this making it level is just something that I was trying to do for aesthetics just a little bit, and then just for that ease of mind that everything was completely flat and it wasn't hitting, the wind wasn't hitting it and trying to lift the box up at all. In my mind, I saw it raising it up higher. I saw it being a little bit more sturdy, but unfortunately it's just not as sturdy as I want it to be, not as safe as I want it to be. Second option that I have for this, and what I'm going to try to do, is, I know it's going to be really, really hard to see, but there are some brackets, some screws on here that you can go through and take off. So hopefully I can just raise up this portion itself. For that though, I'm going to have to go talk to someone who machines metal, so that way I can go through, get something mocked up. So it's one of those things that unfortunately all installs aren't going to work. You are going to run into issues. Lack of issues is not anything that is new to me for this Supra. I will talk about that in a different video. I apologize if you guys watched to all this point right now to find out that this doesn't work, but at least now for me, I know that this doesn't work for me, or at least I have to go through and try to figure out something a little bit different to secure it to the monkey bars. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, I really do appreciate it. I really hope that you guys do hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to upload a video once every week. I'm really trying to make sure too that each video is somehow better than the last. I'm trying to push towards that 100 subscriber mark. I think I'm almost right at that 40 subscribers, so thank you to all those 40 people. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys there, and I will see you guys in the next video, because I'm gonna go return this back to stock, and I will see you guys next week.